They didn't look at me when they said it. My father's voice was flat. Final. My mother's eyes fixed on the planet ticket in her lap like it was proof she'd done her part. You're 17 now, old enough to survive. That was their goodbye. I stood in Athens, airport, clutching a suitcase half filled with clothes that didn't fit, a passport, and the hollow echo of their retreating footsteps. No explanations, no hugs, just exile. For 9 years, I fed on that sentence. Old enough to survive. It became my religion, my fuel. When I first heard their names again, it wasn't through a phone call. It was in a real estate report. Their mansion, new, extravagant, dripping with all the wealth they denied me, was being foreclosed. Debt, failed investments, greed, a house drowning in the very hunger that once made them discard me. The report ended with a line that tasted sweeter than wine. Property purchased by new owner. Me. I didn't just buy it. I made sure their debts were redirected. Every unpaid bill swallowed by the house. They had nowhere to run. Their only hope was to negotiate with the one who had taken their place. So when they requested a meeting, I accepted. The lawyer's office smelled like polished wood and desperation. I sat at the end of the table, back straight, suit sharp, silence, my armor. They entered late, clinging to dignity like it was a coat slipping off their shoulders. My father looked older, jaw sagging under weight he once carried like stone. My mother's eyes were still restless, darting around for an exit. They didn't recognize me. Not yet. "Thank you for meeting us," my father began, his tone rehearsed. "We understand you're the new owner. We will reach an arrangement." I let him talk. Every word was a shovel digging his own grave. Finally, I leaned forward, my voice calm, precise. "Arrangement? Interesting choice of word. That's what you called it when you left me in Greece, wasn't it?" The room froze. My mother's hand shot to her mouth. My father blinked once, twice, like the world had tilted. "You?" His voice cracked. "It can't be. It is." 9 years fell between us like a curtain torn open. I remembered everything. The first night in Athens when I counted coins Toby bread and water. The jobs no one wanted. Scrubbing dishes until my fingers bled. Sleeping in back rooms that smelled of rot. The hunger that carved out my body but sharpened my mind. And the books, law, finance, strategy. I devoured them in dim cafes, memorizing the systems they used to climb while they left me to starve. I didn't just survive. I built an empire brick by brick, deal by deal, with scars as my compass, and now I was here. "You abandoned me for a new life," I said. "You thought I'd disappear, but I built one stronger than yours. And now you want me to save you." My mother's voice was small, almost pleading. We thought you'd manage. We were selfish." I cut in. "You were selfish. And now, the bill has arrived." My father's face hardened, old arrogance flaring. "If you think you can humiliate us," I smiled. "Slow, cold. Humiliation is cheap. I prefer precision." I slid a folder across the table. Inside were documents, foreclosure papers, debt transfers, eviction orders, all with my signature. "You're not just losing the house. Every asset tied to your name is frozen, every account redirected. You'll walk out of this office with nothing but the clothes you're wearing." Their silence was heavier than any scream. But I wasn't finished. "Do you want to know the best part?" I leaned back, letting the weight of it land. "I didn't do this for revenge. Not really. I did it to prove a point." My father's jaw clenched, my mother's eyes filled. But no tears fell. "You told me I was old enough to survive, and you were right. But survival wasn't enough. I learned to win." The lawyer cleared his throat uneasy. Papers don't bleed, but people do, and he sensed the cut happening in silence. I stood, buttoned my jacket, and looked down at the two people who once called themselves my parents. "This is the last time you'll ever see me," I said. "The next time you speak my name will be whispers, and every whisper will taste like regret." I walked to the door, each step deliberate. I didn't look back. Outside, the sky over Athens was the same pale blue I had once stared out through cracked windows, wondering if I'd make it another day. Now the air tasted different. Not bitter, not sweet, just clean. People say revenge leaves you empty. They're wrong. Revenge clears the noise, strips away the rot, and leaves only truth. And the truth was simple. They left me with nothing. I left them with less. I am old enough to survive. I am old enough to destroy. And I did.